The standings out west already were in December. You look at Memphis. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, there's the Jazz. They have a lot of ground to make up.
Right now for the Jazz, this has been a terrible way for them to kick off their year. They have to find a way to get back on track soon before this season gets away from them.
And there was such high hopes for them in the preseason. It's hard to believe how quickly these losses are piling up.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Barnes is out there with Filipowski. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Carrington in at the shooting guard. And for the Grizzlies, they've got MP. House is out there with Cunningham. Then it's Morant. And it's White in at the 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
And here's George. Following the three-pointer by MP. Pass to Sensabaugh. It's tipped. MP with it. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. And he's good on the 3-ball. MP. He's got 6.
Excellent focus, good mechanics. Everything you need was there for MP and getting that three-pointer to fall.
A nice shot by George.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Memphis has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
There's the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. He's got 11.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Now, here is George, coming off a solid outing against the Lakers. Here's Filipowski. Here's Carrington. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, guys, MP in the last game against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He tallied 50 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. A fantastic performance for him. Something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Here's Carrington. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. MP kicks to Morant. Launches it. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Morant. MP's got 14 points. Here's Carrington. Light covering. Right wing. Here's Sensabaugh. 8 points his last outing. Good defense by MP.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Morant. Back to MP. Fires it up. From the arc. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
You have loved the attitude of MP tonight. He's looked for his shot from the opening tip, and he's been so involved.
Can they get it? Shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got his third basket of the night. And so it's Memphis, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
House is out there with MP. Then it's Cunningham. Then it's White. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. They get the rebound. MP left side. The 19-footer is on the money. MP's got 19 points.
You can say this about MP. The man knows how to generate offense.
Outside, George hits the three-point bomb.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
MP outside. Shoots the three. They get it back. Cunningham kicks it out to MP. Here's the three. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Now, here is George. He's got 10.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Here's Carrington. Following the basket by MP. Here's Filipowski. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And they are on an incredible streak right now. 20 wins in a row. Amazing.
Almost mind-boggling that you could string together brilliant basketball over such a sustained period of time. Think about the focus that they have to bring nightly. Think about the commitment to grinding it out every single night, regardless of your opponent. Just absolutely incredible stuff.
Here's Carrington. And he banks in the layup.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Filipowski. Rebound by House. House has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. MP, that's for 2. Out to White. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. White's got 6.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Memphis Grizzlies. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. We'll get you back.
And you know, one of those guys might be the next guy, the next Shaq. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Memphis Grizzlies. And that'll do it for half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
So on the floor for Utah, they've got Filipowski, George out there with Barks, and it's Carrington in at the shooting guard position. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. A nice shot by George.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there. Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
I got yours.
Takes a three. Rebound by House. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. MP, that's for 2. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
George looking over the floor. Fires from deep. Rebound by House. House has got rebound number 15 here tonight. MP's shot is good.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Down low. Back to George. Pass to Sensabaugh. Three-pointer. Carrington, that's good. Carrington's got 7 points in the game.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's MP. And he makes good on the layup.
Strong move by MP against very good defense.
Utah has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. There's the pick. Here's George. It's rebounded by Memphis. House has got his 16th rebound on the night. And there's the bucket from MP.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside, George. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that'll be the fourth of this 5-game homestand. And that one's good. MP.
I really think the pull-up is the toughest shot to defend. MP using it to his advantage there.
Here's George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The three from MP. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Here's Carrington. He has 7. Pass to Parks. And it's blocked. And he gets it back. And here is MP. 43 points in the game. Crafty move. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding an unbelievable lead as the... He's checked in for Bradley Beal. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. They set the pick. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Cherokee Parks. 5 to shoot. For the 3. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
They've got MP. Smith is out there with Lou George. And it's Hood Schifino in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Outside, George. 1:56 left to play here in the fourth. Another miss by Utah.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
MP, that's for 2. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Pass to Carrington. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Carrington's got 6 points in the quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Grizzlies.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Jacks up a 3. Filipowski grabs the board. Guys, they're in a really nice roll here.
Yeah, just haven't wasted any opportunities.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he knocks down the first one. Grizzlies making a switch here. Mullins is checked in. That one is no good.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
The 3 from MP. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. First free throw is good. And so he's able to get one of two. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by George.
Get the perimeter.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the first one at the line is good. And George drops them both. MP passes to Dort. And here's MP for three. Offline. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to...
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow. Long season. Time to grab that lunch pail and go to work.
MP's about to tear it up.
MP, you're my favorite player, man. Always.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in. Happy Monday, everyone. This evening, well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Ingram is the 3, with Zion playing the 4. James is out there with DeJounte Murray, and it's White in at the 5. Now here's Ingram, 6 to shoot, and that one's good.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
Ingram against MP. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And it's Williamson with the ball for the Pelicans. This is the first they're seeing of Memphis. And Williamson throws it down.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently, they have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you. And MP getting to the stripe, always want to drain those foul shots.
The shot by Ingram, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
The 17-footer, after missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
That's just solid work from the mid-range. You see how confident MP is pulling up from there.
James, outside. Williamson, left side.
Get outside, get outside.
Well, Coach, Zion is always must-see TV when he plays. It's his availability that is questioned.
Yeah, it is, Brian, but he's been healthier. And when he plays, there's nobody like him in the NBA with that size, skill, and force.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Now, here is James. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game with the 7-footer. Memphis with a rebound. And this group has reached rarefied air with the win streak underway. Now up to 21. Unbelievable.
Well, of all the ways to establish yourself as a powerhouse, this may be the best way to do it, by going on a phenomenal streak and looking practically unbeatable. One thing you can tell right now, they are playing with swagger, a sort of poise that they're backing up with execution. Not easy to do.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He dropped 48 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And so it's New Orleans with it after the basket by Memphis. Inside, Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's MP. That one is off. Good work defensively by White. The Pelicans trail. Pass to James. Good work defensively by White.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
MP, that one's good.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. So both teams making some changes here. Since we have a chance, let's see the player of the week for the Western Conference. MP.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
The offensive rebound. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
The three is up. Kept alive. A nice shot by Smith.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Murray deciding where to go with it. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Ingram on the wing to the inside. Puts up a deep three. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Changes for New Orleans. Zion Williamson is checked in for Brown. Murray comes in for Hawkins. And James is subbed in for Nance. From deep, MP. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
Yeah, the long ball shooting of MP. He can make you pay from this area of the floor.
So for the Pelicans right now, they've got James. Also, DeJounte Murray out there. Brandon Ingram out there with Zion Williamson.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Following the bucket by the Grizzlies.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Nance, he's checked in for New Orleans. James, outside. Nance, the screen. Pulls it. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pelicans trail by 16. Stolen by MP. For 3. Here's Cunningham. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Yeah, they've also had a great deal of second chance points tonight. Great job finding the offensive board and then converting on those extra tries.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks.
And Murray is a taller guard, meaning he's capable of doing some damage on the inside.
From deep, MP. And another 3 for Memphis.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And so James will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And, you know, that game had to serve as a morale boost. To win like that in OT, it says something about their character.
What I love is that they never gave up on themselves. From the start of that game, they believed in their ability to win.
Getting to one of his sweet spots on the floor, Murray drops it in.
MP looking around. Offensive rebound. Pass to White. Back to MP. Lets the 3 fly. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
A look here at New Orleans. They've underperformed thus far, but they're still tremendous. Now comes the hard part.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Memphis Grizzlies.
So, if you've been around this game,
appreciate you joining us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
John Morant is out there with Kobe White. Then it's MP, then there's Cunningham, and it's House in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Murray passes to White. Here's Williamson. Outside Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Ingram against MP. No luck on that one.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Now here is James. Down low. Williamson inside, and it's House with the rebound. House has got a rebound number 8 here already in the game. And here's MP from outside. Connects from downtown. MP's got 31 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Will it go? And Ingram lays it up and in. Ingram's got 6 points.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's MP, and the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Pass to Murray. Ingram with the ball. Shoots a fadeaway, and it's House with the rebound. MP outside. Lets it go from the wing. Goes back up. And rejected. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Memphis making a switch here. Dortch checked in. And here's MP from outside. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. Williamson's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Murray. The 3. He drops it from range. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
Now here's Murray. 9 points in the game. White with a steal. Releases. And the basket by MP. MP's got 38 points.
And this game has MP's fingerprints all over it. He is really cooking.
Williamson outside. Pass to White. James outside. Shot clock at 6. Dort against Williamson. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And here's MP from outside. James with the rebound. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 here in this 3rd quarter. Williamson passes to James. Murray from outside. The shot's good on the assist by James. Murray's got 12 points.
Murray just owning things on the offensive end, getting to his shots and making them.
MP, that one's good.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now here's Williamson, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. MP up top, defended by Murray. Here's MP. They grab their own miss. Here's Cunningham. That one's good for 2. 6 points for him.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
The shot by Ingram, no good.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
It's stolen by Ingram. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Tries to break his ice. White with a steal. And here's MP from outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's MP making things happen for Memphis. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the...
He's checked in for Beal. And the Pelicans making a change here. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. So for New Orleans right now. Ingram is the 3, with Zion playing the 4. DeJounte Murray is out there with James. And it's White in at the center position. Outside Ingram. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of hype. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
And, Coach, you look at DeJounte Murray. a 6'5" do-it-all guard.
Well, Brian, he's got the size and quickness to defend either backcourt position. Offensively, he's best with the ball in his hands, but he has developed his spot-up game to help the team.
And here's Ingram from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, this is how competitive Ingram is, getting his revenge with a 3 of his own.
Elbow shot. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. MP's got 7 points here in the quarter. The Pelicans have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Pass to James. Outside White. On the take. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Moody's checked in. Oh, connects again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Grizzlies.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
The 3 is up. The rebound by Murray.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's MP. That's tipped. And that one's good. MP's got 53 points.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve